So there are a lot of questions as to how COVID-19 is affecting workers' compensation cases and really court cases in general. News 8 has partnered with personal injury attorney Brooke Goff from the Goff Law Group to bring you the law down. Attorney Goff, how you doing? You hanging in there?
Hanging in there. We're fully functional, still keeping the same schedule. We're doing well. We're fully remote now, so everything's from home, but my clients wouldn't know it because it was such a smooth transition. So I'm one of the lucky ones, I suppose you'd say.
Sure. So Attorney Goff, explain how this pandemic is affecting hearings.
So for workers' compensation, right?
Correct.
So I'll tell you that the chairman of workers' compensation really came in early on this, which was great. They devised a plan so that it would be least invasive on the cases as possible, and have just very little effect in the change. So all hearings are telephonic now, but they're ongoing. And I'll tell you, to participate in a hearing, the commissioner is requiring that you speak to counsel on the other side, which these conversations are actually very fruitful because we're working on a lot of our issues without even needing the commission to weigh in on it, which is great. That's the very point of it. The point is compromise in workers' comp, right? But a lot of times, especially during normal times, when people are managing a big docket, respondents and claimants, it's hard to have those conversations and try to work out those issues. So all the hearings now are telephonic, but I'll tell you, 50% of the hearings that I'm involved in, we're resolving our issues without the hearings at all, quicker, efficiently, and diligently. And I can tell you, I'm very impressed with the commission and how they've handled it. It's had very little effect on cases.
Yeah, I mean, you make the best of the situation. And Attorney Goff, how's the pandemic affecting doctor's appointments? Because I know you guys rely on those as well.
So in workers' compensation, anybody that watches this will know doctor's appointments are a big part of it, right? You have your regular doctor's appointments, then you have your respondent's medical exam when the defense sends you to their doctor, and then you have the commissioner's exams. So a lot of doctors, non-elective procedures are not even doing them right now, right? So the appointments are being canceled. People are concerned about that. And the RMEs and the CMEs, respondents exams and commissioner's exams, are also kind of being put out and canceled. But if you have a doctor's appointment and you don't feel comfortable going, I don't blame you. Then what needs to happen is you need to communicate. So if you don't have a lawyer, which right now should show you why you absolutely need one, but if you don't have a lawyer, you can't just not go. You have to communicate it to the insurance company and to workers' comp in a letter in writing, request a hearing, something. You do not want to be on the receiving end of a Form 36 because you didn't just make a simple call or do something simple in writing. Mm-hmm. These, like I said, I got to tell you, Teresa, these are the times where people need to understand and realize if you didn't get a lawyer now, if you've been on the fence about it with your workers' comp case, this should show you why you need one. Because before hearings, for instance, we have to send in documents. We have to send in all supporting documentation. There's a lot more litigation intervention, I'll say, in comp cases now more than ever, and people are kind of riding blind, and they shouldn't be. That you really need legal counsel.
Right, calling the professional. And Brooke, how are you here for your clients during this time? How are you communicating with them and keeping in touch?
So we do this is Skype, but we do Zoom meetings, right? We're doing them all the time. I'm doing face-to-face meetings every day. I'm sending out emails to my clients twice a week, letting them know what the changes are in the law, what's happening, reassuring them that their cases are being worked on. I got to tell you, if you're doing it right, and this is actually the perfect time to try to settle your case if you're at that point, because a lot of insurance companies, they're available. Adjusters are free. They're at home working, yes, but they're available. This is the time to try to tear these cases up and try to get them resolved. But we're there 24/7, text, phone, email. Many clients sometimes just want to say hi. I've been doing, like I said, these in-person meetings almost daily at this point. And I can tell you, I can't name a client right now that wouldn't tell you that we've gone above and beyond to make sure that they know that we're there for them and we have their back during this time. So
that's so important when choosing a lawyer. And Brooke, I want to ask you, how's homeschooling going? Are you taking part in that?
So I'm a much better lawyer, right? So I always said, many attorneys you talk to have aspirations of, when I'm 65, 70, I don't want to practice law anymore. That's right. Everybody has to deal with me for that much more time, being all over billboards and everything. Then I would maybe, get back to the law and try to teach and everything else. My kid thinks I'm boring. So, I mean, the feedback I'm getting is that I'm boring. And if we have 10 seconds, I'll tell you funny. We got him a ukulele for Christmas. Why? I don't know. Last minute gift. I put him on YouTube. I'm like, you need ukulele lessons, so take them, and music 101, right? And I hear him singing in the other room. So I come around the corner and I'm like, what is he singing? And I'm trying to listen. He's strumming the ukulele. I thought it was here. He's strumming it and he's singing, I don't like ukulele lessons. I want to go back to school. And I'm like, yeah, fail. So I'm a fail.
Oh, you got to try everything, though. That's great. At least he was playing it, right? You're making the best of the situation.
Today we're going to be doing. We've been finding some experiments and stuff to do around the house. Scavenger hunts are awesome.
Yeah.
But we've homeschooling is the word I'd use is it's rewarding in that I have a bond with my son more so than all of us, Teresa, I'm sure, have a bond with our kids now that are a little different than what we're used to, which is great.
Yeah.
We're spending more time with them, but also it's challenging because you want to give them the best education possible, and some of us just aren't trained to teach first grade, right?
Isn't that the truth? But the silver lining, we're spending a lot of time with our families. Brooke, thank you so much for checking in with us today. And of course, you can learn more over at gofflawgroup.net. Stay well.
You too. Thank you. Thanks, guys.